Hey guys, subscribe for daily content. And if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks!
What's going on, YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today, I know, I'm in trouble. I told myself I'm going to be done for a bit buying this type of item, and this is one that's been in the back of my mind for a long time, and I think as is the case with any purchase, that any item that you look at, it plants a seed. It's a matter of time until you find an excuse to pick this up, and my excuse is, I would say to the average person, it would be an irritating excuse. But I'll tell you all about it. I haven't opened this up yet. I'm very excited to. I've removed all of the warranty cards and all that stuff. It's just the box. I got a really good deal on this, brand new through Chrono24. Had to pay some import taxes, things like that, but still, after all things were said and done, it was still quite a bit less than what they normally go for brand new, which is great because Chrono24 guarantees authenticity and all of that. I've had a good experience with them in the past. But anyways, thanks to my patrons for supporting me. If it's not clear, if you don't know the symbol on this box, this is a Tudor watch. And my Tudor Pelagos, or Pelagos, I still kind of just say both. This is my favorite watch ever. There was another Tudor that I came very close to buying a while back, and I went for this one, but the other one has always been in the back of my mind, and I thought, maybe it's someday I'll own both. But if I get the other one, it has to be enough different than this guy to justify it, and it is. But I haven't actually looked at this yet, so I'm very curious to find out how it looks. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy! Oh, I'm so excited to finally own this. I've been lusting over this thing for quite a while. And the main, the version, God, that is so beautiful. So this is a Black Bay. It's the newest Black Bay, I believe. The newest Black Bay, with the red, or do they call it the Burgundy? It comes off as like a red mostly. But it has the new, I guess the way that you tell is it's got the new T, whatever they call it, the clasp. What I'll probably want to do is take this completely out of the plastic and show you guys what it looks like actually on the wrist. So we'll use a little bit of upload magic here. Okay, we've got all the plastic off, and my goodness, is there, like for watch guys, there's nothing more frustrating than the plastic that comes on your watch, and you just want to get it off. You just want to get it off of there, and you be able to enjoy your watch, and it's always hiding in some crevice. It's awful. But anyways, what an absolutely stunning watch. So this is the newer Black Bay 41. A lot of you guys might, if you're familiar with this, like I know that this is like a Tudor legacy watch, and I'm ashamed to say that I don't know the full history on it. I'm still learning. I'm not a hardcore watch guy. But I've just found a lot. I found a lot of love in Seiko watches and a couple other brands, but mostly Seiko. And then I transitioned into Tudor, and I found this insane love for the Pelagos. But I always thought that specifically the red Black Bay was just an awesome looking watch. I didn't like the old clasp. Then they updated to this clasp, and it's got, I think, the adjustable, I think it's relatively the same type of system that's on my, it's not exactly the same, but it's like the quick adjust system, and I'll have to study up on that. But it does have that on the fly adjust, which is something that I really like about certain watches. I love that I was able to modify my Seikos to be able to adjust, because my wrists swell. I know that it's more of a diver's extension thing, but my wrists swell, so being able to adjust this on the fly is really great. But what was my reason? What was my silly justification for this? Because the Chiefs made it to the Super Bowl. This, by the time it's uploaded, is far past the Super Bowl. So I'm recording this, it's on a Friday, a week before the Super Bowl. So I have no idea in this moment who won. But the Chiefs made it, and because the Chiefs are, red and white and, occasionally yellow, a little bit of yellow in there, That was my reasoning. I was like, it's a sign. We got to go for it. So I hope they win, but if not, hey, good job, Eagles. You got us. But anyways, I've always been attracted to this specific one. And I know that I started to say people who are familiar with the new models are probably wondering, why did you not go with they call it the Jubilee band? I looked at that and I kind of went back and forth for a bit, but ultimately that style of band, even though it is, admittedly, it's a nicer band. It's not my style. I like this classic oyster style with I think these are like faux rivets. I like this style better. And I think a lot of people would consider that blasphemy, and that's perfectly fine. But this is just, the style that I wanted. And like I said, I could not believe the deal that I got on this. It was really cool. It was a Japanese seller. And like I said, I had to pay import fees and everything like that. But I ended up paying $32.50 before the import fee. So still way, way under, like your typical retail. So I was actually more than happy because this was hundreds of dollars less than the other listings, and brand new, not listed as used, came with all the cards and everything I checked. It came with everything. So really, really pleased. Something that I do like about this versus the Pelagos, it is a little bit smaller, but like the Pelagos is, like on one hand, the Pelagos kind of looks like it has a bigger face, but on this side, this is a much more visually striking watch. It's also heavier because the Pelagos has a titanium band, so this is noticeably heavier. It's a little bit thinner. And the Pelagos is a 42. It's like a 41.8. And this is a 41 or a 40.8 by my measurement. So they are going to wear somewhat so, but this is going to, the Black Bay is going to wear slimmer than this guy. Other little tiny things. This has the shield on the crown. And then this has the rose, like the old Tudor rose, which I think is really cool. This doesn't have a date. Initially, I wasn't sure how I felt about that, but ultimately the date is something that I have to set separately. And if I keep wearing it every day for a month, sometimes I would have to change anyway, depending on the number of days in the month. This, I don't have to. I don't have to worry about the AM, PM thing. Just set it, which I think is really, really cool. I love the gold and black and red combination with the silver bracelet. I think that is so absolutely beautiful. The whole thing is so stunning. The clasp is epic. Everything, the edges or the sides of the watch that are polished. I think this is such a classy looking watch. A cool, classy looking watch without going over the top. It still says tool watch to me, which is what I love about the Tudor. It's very expensive. I'm different with watches than I am knives. I'm primarily a knife collector. And a pocket knife that's, $3,000-$4,000, I'm not going to carry that. But a watch, yeah, no problem. I don't know why my brain is like that, but I have no problem. The Pelagos has a number of little, like I think we got a good little scar there. We got marks. Oh yeah, we got some good marks all over this clasp. This guy gets worn all the time. It gets bumped around. I love this watch. It's been great. I plan to wear this one just as much. A little fancier, a little bit more fancy. Can't wear it with everything, but just absolutely stunning. I love the detail inside. I love the simplicity. A lot of people pointed out, that there's like a huge paragraph on the Pelagos. Chronometer officially certified, rotor self-winding, 500, blah, blah, blah. This one just says 200 meters, 660 feet, master chronometer. Tudor. That's it. Really nice. Initially, I didn't understand why people got so frustrated about that. Now, comparing with this one, I think I understand. But I knew that one day I would own this one. The bezel action, really nice. I like it. I don't like it quite as much as the Pelagos. This is a little bit more crispy. This is still going to be superior to me, but I would say this is easily second best in my collection. Really, really nice. Does it have the detent thing at the top? Ooh, it does it? Maybe it's my imagination. The Pelagos has a heavier detent at the noon. I honestly can't tell. Everything is perfectly lined up. I mean, absolutely perfectly lined up. That's something that drives me nuts with Seiko. I get these things under a magnifying glass and look at the noon and the 6 and the you know, the 3 and the 9, and something's always a little goofy, and it just drives me insane. My Pelagos is one of my only watches where everything is absolutely perfectly lined up, and I'm happy to say that this Black Bay is the same. I mean, it is absolutely perfect. I don't have to, if I see something a little bit off, I'll never, every time I look at the watch, I'm always like, yeah, but that noon marker is like off. I hate that, you know, not on this guy. Really, really gorgeous. Even with everything being steel versus the titanium on this guy, I think we can actually weigh him. I doubt it's much, like all that much, you know, heavier. Let's see. So 5.3 ounces or 149 grams. Black Bay, 165 grams or 5.8 ounces. Not that much of a difference. I've got a pretty large wrist. So the smallest watch that I will wear is a 40. So this is pushing it. But it's still, like, this is still plenty of a good size. About the perfect size for me is right around 42. And I'll wear up to, my biggest watch that I wear is the Seiko LX at 45. And it's a bulky, thick, chunky Reese's Peanut Butter Cup 45. And that's fine. You know, any bigger than that and it just gets a little cartoonish. This is kind of like a medium chunky 42. It's just about perfect for me. But this, yeah, no problem. This is comfy, looks good, feels good. I'm in love with this. I'm so happy. So, and now I can feel, you know, during the Super Bowl, I get to wear my cool, you know, red, and I get to pretend it's my Chiefs good luck charm. Yay, go Chiefs. Yay. Really excited about this. So I don't know when you guys are watching this, but you know, good luck. Good luck to the Eagles. Good luck to the Chiefs. I'm hoping the refs are good to both sides. As a Chiefs fan, I hope the refs are good to both sides. We'll see. But anyways, I'm really glad to add this to my collection. That's going to be it today, guys. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.